Okay, so let's start introducing ourselves. My name is Crislana. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Bahia, and right now I'm studying. I'm in a course to take DNA, and I'm working as well. And how about you, Joaquin?
My name is Joaquim Maia. I am from Portugal. I live near Lisbon. I am 76 years old. I am already retired. I am married. I have a son, a daughter, and 3 grandsons. I am here in TNT to improve my English skills because I like to travel, and in many occasions it's useful. We know the English language when we go abroad. And in my free time, as a hobby, I like to exercise in the morning. I have to garden in my garden. I like to read books, to listen the news in the morning. More or less, that's all.
Okay, Mirna, please.
I am 62 years old, and I live in Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul. I am retired now. I am a nurse, and I am married, and I have one daughter and one son, and it's okay for me.
Okay, Charles, please.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you again, Joaquim.
Yes. Since
colleague from French class. I'm 42 years old, married to daughters. Nowadays, I live in Santarém City, north of Brazil, Pará State, a gorgeous region called the Amazon region. But I was born in Brasília, capital of Brazil. My profession is agriculture engineer, and I enjoy to ride a bike and spend time with my daughters, I guess. Yes, that's it.
Okay, Claudio.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Claudio. I'm 38. I'm from Guarulhos, São Paulo, and I work with IT. I think that I don't like the end class since I think 2 months, but actually I need to practice again. So let's do this.
Okay, and finally, Melissa.
Hi guys, I'm Melissa. I live in Campinas. I have another job, but I'm passionate about English. I'm also a hostess here on TNT. And things I like to do is, one of the things I like to do very much is to come to a meeting. Always, whenever I can, I'm in the meetings.
Wow, that's cool. I'm here in TNT since August 2020, so it's just a lot of people coming and leaving TNT, and sometimes I don't recognize a host here because, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here in TNT right now.
Yes, true.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah, it's impossible to know all the hosts.
Yeah,
we have lots of people, so every day we meet someone new.
Yeah. So, as I said before, we will talk about the Treaty of Commons. It's like about the climate change and everything. And I will read the first question. I will choose someone to answer, and then after the person finish his answer or her answer, you choose someone to keep answering, okay? And then the final, I'll say my opinion. So the first question: what is your opinion about climate change? I would like to hear about Charlie's that is near from the Amazon forest. So go ahead.
Thank you for choose me first, and I think I have a lot of things for to discuss and share in this meeting because I'm working the environment area. I work for the Secretaria Estadual do Meio Ambiente do Estado do Pará. I'm do surveillance in the Amazon, and this subject is too much interesting for me. And I think it's a serious subject, and it's happened quickly and fast. And I think the word, it's not safe anymore. If the humanity keep I don't know how I can say, but consume in this velocity there we stay. I don't know, it's difficult, but our society achieve one stage of the consume that we will kill the world in a few years, in my point of view. And I don't think exists one magic solution. And I don't think we need to do nothing for change this. We need only to stop increase our consumption. Thank you, Chrislene. That's it, I guess, for me. Let me choose. Mirna, can you?
Yes, I think, in my opinion, the climate change so fast, because in the temperature in Europe now is around 40 degrees. These temperatures is the people think happen in 2055, and now in 2022 is happened. Is a very, very, very worry for this, because you look for the here in Porto Alegre have is a name for diluvio, is one small river pass in the Porto Alegre, is a all pollution. Don't have a clean, is a very shame. You see this situation. People don't care environment. People don't, only consumption and gonna put out, joga fora, and then don't separate the damage. And I think the population is I don't know, culpado.
Guilt?
Guilt, yes, it's a guilt. It's a guilt for the nature is this situation. And how is my kids and my other kids, my grandkids made in the world. And you, Joaquin, what to think about? You mute.
Sorry. I think in my opinion, the climate is changing day by day. Every year we feel the changing of the climate, and I think the changing, I think the most important causes, it's because the big interestings in the big countries, the big industrial countries. Many of the countries, the most important countries, don't respect the environment, and with the big factors, their big factors contribute a lot for the pollution of the atmosphere, and I think also that the big fires that we can observe nowadays in many countries of the world. For example, today we can see the big fires in the California, here also in Portugal. Portugal is burning from north to south. Every day the forests are burning, and I think all these events contribute to the pollution of the atmosphere, and I think it's the most important cause for the changing of the climate. Because, as you know, the forests are very important for to conserve the good air that we breathe. And I think if we don't have some precautions about these situations, some scientists said that in the 2050, the air that we breathe is it's unfit. The air become unfit for how to breathe. It's my opinion. And Claudio, Vanessa, what are your opinion, please?
Okay. I believe we are the guilt about everything about what happened in the earth, because we are pollute the water, we are destructive our trees and everything. So you need to stop to pollute the water, to start to build electric cars, but I think will spend a lot of years, because the factories that produce oil, it's against this. So I don't know what happens in the future. Maybe the rich people will have a better life than us, because I don't know, they start to think about to move to another planet in the future. So I don't know everything. Just one thing that I know, if we don't stop to destructure our home, the earth, and stop to pollute and kill the animals. So I don't know what's happened, but unfortunately, the earth will end in some years. If you need to move on this way. That's it.
Melissa?
I agree with all of you guys. Joaquin was mentioned the fires. We also have fires here in Brazil. I live in Campinas, a very big city in the countryside in São Paulo. And we have fires here all around every day, close to the roads and in plantations. So my biggest concern is nobody does anything. And if you call the authorities, they ignore you. They treat you like garbage, let's say. So there is no fiscalization. Nobody is worried about look at the things that are happening close to us, nearby, and do something, because if we had fiscalization, we would be able to punish those who start the fire. And we don't have, people are concerned with the fires in California and in other countries. They are very concerning, and they have a huge importance. But we have fires here in our neighbors, and nobody does a thing. So I see this as a huge problem. And not only because the climate is changing, but because we are destroying the planet, and the planet is our only home. We cannot expect we are going to be able to travel to Mars and move to another planet. I think it's my opinion, okay, guys, my personal opinion, but I do believe we should be spending the money that people are spending with space travels to save the planet. I think we need the 3 measures that the video showed us. She mentions in the video 3 measures. I think we need the 3, especially laws, and more than laws, but fiscalization, and people to make industries and common citizens to fulfill what the law says. You have to do as the law says. If you don't, you are punished. So I think it's the only way, and because we hope people to have self-awareness and not throw the plastic bottle on the oceans, on the street, for example, and the rain comes and takes everything. But people don't have this. People throw garbage away on the street. People are not concerned about consumption and the disposal of the waste we produce, and the industries, and also the governments. So I think it's a combination of things. And if we cannot have the common sense of people in general, we needed to do something to obligate them to act as we need to save the planet, because I think we are killing the planet every day a little bit. And unfortunately, that's my opinion. I think more resources should be being spent on the things to clean rivers, stop fires, surveillance to prevent fires, satellites to see the areas, more enforcement, police, enforcement people, to make people act correctly in this matter. Okay. Yes.
Melissa, let me say one thing more, please. But here in Portugal, the problem is because the fires start with criminal men.
Yes.
Because it's not the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, we really have temperature about 45 degrees here in Portugal. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
the weather is hot, but it's not the cause of the fires, because many fires, the main fires in some forests, the fires start, for example, during the night, 3, 4, 5 hours in the morning. In that moment, it's not the weather is not hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hot, and the fires start because there are we don't know if there are interests in that means, because the wood that the men that bought after the burn wood, but anything happened because most of the fires, they don't start during the day. They start during the night. It's the problem. And some men, the authorities, sometimes they meet the men that start the fire. The people go to the judge. Nothing happened. There are no punishment for the men that start the fires. It's a big problem. We don't know.
Yes, the same happens here in Brazil, because it's totally criminal. Yes. Here in Brazil, because some people just want more areas to plant, to have some cows to produce milk, to sell in the supermarkets here in Brazil, and the same happens as the same things that happens in the Amazon forest, that people steal wood to just to the traffic, just to sell to another countries. And the president of Brazil said months ago about it, that he knows which countries are buying criminal wood from Brazil, but he didn't say the name of these countries and anything. He knows what is happening, but I guess that everyone that is in the politics don't care about the natural here in Brazil.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I agree with you, Joaquin. We see a lot here that the fires are total criminal. They are started by men. And as you all said, Crislana said very well, the judicial system doesn't punish those.
Don't punish.
Yes,
don't punish.
They don't punish, So as the president said, they know, but cannot do anything, because when it comes to the judicial system, they don't have means to force. They don't punish. They don't have means to punish. They just let the person go, and nothing happens. So it's very. I feel so sad when I speak about that. So sad. So many things we could be doing, and nobody care.
Yes, it's true.
Would you like to say anything, Charles? Yeah, you are like, oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. I like to listen you talk about, and I will insist in one key. The problem is our consumption All right. This discussion that you bring for us, it's interesting, like Melissa mentioned or told about our president, and he told a true words. The rich countries, they buy products from criminal extraction. Why? Because the consumption. Everyone here in this meeting, we consume products, and everyone in the world need to rethink your consumption. One more time, I will insist, for me, and in my point of view, of course, the key for change this everything, it's rethink our consumption. We need to consume less, all right? I know it's health, we discuss about a lot of things, but everyone should consume less. If everyone consume less, our planet is capable to regenerate. I live near gorgeous forest, and I can make this affirmation. The forest, it's capable to regenerate too fast. We need only tirar a pressão em cima dela. I don't know how I can say this. Right? One more time, you mentioned too about the agriculture, about the livestock, milk, meat, and one more time, people consume more milk, people consume more meat, more food in general, and part of this meeting, it's throw away. The end of this meeting, it's the garbage. Hoje em dia as pessoas perdem 50%, 60% dos produtos bons. That's it. Yeah. Like Melissa said, it's an excited subject, and I feel a little bit energetic. So it's better talk less. And I would like to know why you choose this subject.
Me, because I'm seeing on the news about Europe and about how the climate is affecting our country. So the thing that happened in Pantanal last year, it's not about only fire, guys, about climate change, about floods too, that happened, I guess, in the beginning of this year here in the south of Bahia, and happened a flood, and a lot of people needed to leave their houses, and it was, a chaos. And in my city and another cities here, we just donate some clothes and food. So it was a mobilization to help the people there in the south of Bahia. So I chose this topic. And remember about what we were talking, I just remember the movie Don't Look Up. It's amazing, about climate change and about how scientists are not, people don't care about what the scientists say about the climate, and everyone can just search on the internet about it, and we'll find a lot of scientists talking about we need to stop using something, we need to reduce our consumption of plastic, of a lot of things, but no one cares about what the scientists are saying right now. And don't look up, it's like it's everything that we are like experiencing and living right now. And but in the movie we can see the consequence of this, and it's a suggestion, guys. Just try to watch the movie. It's amazing. Okay, so we have only 50, oh my gosh, 20 minutes. So I will skip for the question number 6 because it's a short answer and we need to talk everyone here. So how is pollution affecting your environment today? So what can you see that is affecting, like if you live in a capital, and how many trees you see in the way for your job or your school? I don't know. And can you start, Claudio?
Yeah, sorry, what question you read?
The number 6. How is pollution affecting your environment today?
Let me think. I think the pollution affect our lives in so many sense because like now it's very, I don't know the word, it's very dry, I think, and it's very dry and hot. So in Guarulhos, São Paulo, I don't see the rain for a long time. So we need to drink water all day long because this affect our health and everything because we don't have trees around the neighborhood and our cities. So the pollution affect everything, mainly our health. And I'm thinking about another thing because we start to destruct our trees and the animals that live in the forest start to come for our homes and bring some new disease. Uh, everything this because the hands of the human beings. So everything's, I think it's a blend of the things the man are doing the nature. So the pollution, the destruction of trees, pollutions of the water. So everything it's awful for a healthy and our environment too.
Okay, choose someone to answer.
Melissa.
Yes, here in Campinas, we have lots of trees everywhere. The streets are full of trees, but the problem isn't the lack of trees, but the amount of cars, buses, and trucks, mainly trucks and buses, that pollute a lot and uncontrolled, and different from Europe, where they have some control over the pollution from the vehicles. Here in Brazil, we don't. So I don't know about the industries. I think they pollute a lot, but the vehicles here, the trucks, the buses, they are unbearable. If you walk on the street, you cannot breathe. Sometimes I use my mask, not because of the COVID, but because of the pollution on the avenue here. So I think one big problem we have is the vehicles and the lack of laws that enforce them to have pollution control and fiscalization. Nobody cares, so nobody look at this, you know. I'd like to know about Joaquim.
Okay, well, Here in Portugal, we have the same problem with the pollution that you said in Campinas. The cars is the most problem here essentially in the big cities, Lisbon, Porto, Coimbra. It's a problem. It's a problem. In some days, we can't to breathe the air in the city. The government took some things to avoid the cars entry in the city. The people must to less the cars around the cities to avoid the pollution in the center of the city. And because some cars they are ancient cars, and they made a lot of pollution. The modern cars is different, but the ancient cars it is a big problem because the pollution. Other thing that we have here in Portugal, we have some cellulose factories. The factories that produce pasta de papel, cellulose, and that factory pollute a lot the environment. It's a big problem. It's more in the center of the country, in the interior of the country, because where there are a lot of trees to the factory, and in some days the smell is horrible. The population use masks also to avoid the bad smell that the people feel in some days. It's a big problem. The population and some activist organizations, they protest against the problem, but it's not possible to avoid that factories, that fights, because they made part of the economy of the country. And it's a big problem to forbid that factors. Other thing that you feel here in Portugal is still the big trash that the people less in the beach. Fortunately, nowadays the things are better because many information are sensibilizing the population for a behavior comportment. But unfortunately, there are nowadays many people that in the place, in the beach, they less a lot of garbage, plastics, glasses, bottles. They drink the things, and the bottles stay on the beach, and with sometimes after the things are already in the sea. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the next one, I guess, can be Mirna.
Marina, can you?
Mirna,
Mirna, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Mirna.
Here in Porto Alegre, we have many trees. We have tree parks with many trees, and is a capital with more trees in the for the person. And but the people don't respect the trees or the baggage throw in the floor, throw in the stream, the river, and we have the Rio Guaíba is a big, people say is a lake, but don't have a certain is a river or a lake. But the Guaíba have one beach. The people throw baggage to. I think is a very, very, very sad. So see the situation, because here in Rio Grande do Sul we have many cities have is a colonial for the Germany and Italy, and all the cities. These cities is more people care more this city. But here in Porto Alegre, people drive the car and throw the garbage for the windows. Same as stay in the throw in the garbage. This is a very sad, because you stay in the freeway. People drink some juice and throw out for the windows. This is a very sad. And I like my city because I have many trees. My street in my apartment is you don't see the street, only the trees. Is a very beautiful. When is a summer, the flowers are springs, the flowers are very beautiful. And I think is this people don't care how they have. This is very sad. Charles?
All right. Here in my region, I think have a lot of kind of pollution, but in my opinion, two kind of pollution increasing a lot in these last 3 years. And I think the most important it's the increase of the number of the gold miner in our region. And this gold mine throw away in the river a substance called mercury. And we live near to the two big rivers, Tapajós River and Amazon River. And I think it's the worst problem for us here. Because we can consume the mercury in the fish. And the other kind of pollution, it's the deforestation for open area to agriculture and livestock. I think Crislana mentioned this before, and it's true. I think the media in Brazil report this kind of pollution well, and it's true. In these last 3 years, the number of farms here increased a lot, and I will join the things that Melissa mentioned too, and mainly because the hours law. I think this currently president broke some laws and allowed some bad farmers, because we cannot put these things in the account of every farmers. I'm an agriculture and I'm a farm too, and I cannot assume that, right? Bad farmers, bad livestocker or ranchers, they use this opportunity for increase his or their business on the Amazon. Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And oh my gosh, it's terrible what is happening in the whole world, especially here in our country. As I said before, every year in the winter, we see floods in São Paulo, in Rio de Janeiro, in Bahia, in Minas Gerais. It's, it's a chaos. It's part of these guilty. The guilts are the population, but we have part of this guilty in the politics, because we need to assume that we threw garbage away in the streets, and it's real, it's a fact, and we need to take care of our country, our cities, because we just have this planet, this area to live. We don't have another place to go when this one, Oh my gosh! But talking about pollution, I live in a city near of the countryside in Bahia, so I see a lot of trees. The nature is very common near me, but I guess for someone here who lives in the capitals, in cities, and nearby the capitals is totally different. So for me, it's normal. But I can see the pollution. Sometimes I'm just on the street and in it a car is near me. I can smell the pollution of the cars. So I guess the pollution affects everyone. And
I think the sound, the pollution for sound is a very
the pollution of sound. It's really common here in the neighbors of Bahia. Oh my gosh, guys, every weekend there's a car open playing forró or another rhythm of music, and it's okay, you listen to your music, but not all the neighborhoods. Yeah, I guess that is it, guys. The conversation was really good, but we just answered 2 questions. If you guys want, I can do a second part. There are a lot of questions that we haven't answered, so I can do a part 2 of this. And that's it, guys. Thank you for being here with me. The conversation was really, really cool. Just a suggestion to remember you about the movie. Don't Look Up. It's funny, that there's comedy. There's something that we need to think about the movie, the message of the movie. But it's funny, it's to laugh as well. And that's it. Thank